Hey guys, my other live stream kind of stopped, so I had to restart it. Sorry about all the confusion. Technically this isn't supposed to start until like 9:30, so eventually I will get a much better setup. This is just kind of me Mickey Mousing shit together. Anyway. So the first part of this comic is just setting up the location, which is the old style village. And again, if you've been watching my other videos, you know that I'm waiting for ideas for next pages. If you have anything, just write it in the comments and in the chat, and I will try to incorporate in as much as I can. I want to do 8 pages in 2 hours if I can get that done. Yay! And then I'll take everything and finish it, and I might do a couple videos of me finishing pages. Hello. Hello. I haven't had my coffee yet, so figuring out perspective is a bit of a bitch. Yeah, my other live stream screwed up and my phone glitched and sorry. Sorry if you were waiting. Technology is not my friend this morning. Yeah, hello. There you are. Sorry, the other live stream kind of failed. Plugged my phone in because I don't want it to die, because it was only at 50% battery, and that's how I have to live stream, and it kind of turned off the live stream when I plugged it in, so that sucked. Thank you. I'm not sure yet. If I watercolor it, I'll have to retransfer every page onto watercolor paper. If I do color, it'll probably be digital, just because then I can scan the pencils in, and it'll be a little bit easier. I have done mchanzo watercolor comics before. But if I was doing a watercolor comic, I would like to just draw straight onto the watercolor paper. But that usually takes a lot more planning. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like get everything in frame, and this camera setup is not allowing that, so boo. Good morning. Hello. If you guys want me to talk more, you gotta ask questions, because my brain is not thinking for itself right now. I still have not had my coffee. Yes, I will be. So if you don't get to stay through the whole thing, I will totally be uploading it. I always feel so awkward in these things, because it's like, when I replay them and rewatch them, I always feel like I'm just talking to thin air, because I don't actually get to see the questions that were asked, and like a lot of times I'm like, I say hello like 80 times, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, okay. Oh, I did see that on Twitter. I liked that comment. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Aww. Yes, just keep trying. He's got one of those really hard faces. Like, I remember when I first started drawing him, I was like, what the hell is going on with your face? But yeah, you just kind of have to figure out a way that works for you to get the symbols down of the face. going too much into detail. One of the things you always want to remember whenever you're drawing comics is where the speech bubbles are going to go. So this one, these first couple panels don't really have any speech bubbles that'll be present, but this one in the corner here will, what he's going to say, I have no idea, but always make sure you make room for your speech bubble, because they tend to look cramped when people don't plan out where they're going to put their dialogue bubbles, or like the exposition boxes, which are usually interior monologues of the character. He will turn into Oni Hansel. I really, really suck at drawing mech. As well. Like, Reinhardt's just a big mecha and with a man lion head. But and Genji's really weird too. I can't really draw him right now, but yeah, he's got like that. He's very odd, like shapes and curves and stuff. Remember, Jessie has long hair in this one. I don't know if I want to make Jessie be a werewolf or not. I'm kind of on the fence about that yet. Eight pages. Page number 1. If you guys have any ideas for it, this is what this live stream is about, you can throw them in. I will try to incorporate them. As best as I can. Okay, I'm kind of annoyed because I didn't get my book, and then all these spoilers came, so I'm still waiting on my book to show up. I actually want to read, because there's probably a lot of dialogue in that, like for the design as well, because I haven't seen the actual book yet, but I think the concept of it is awesome. Like, I would have loved to see that Mercy. Like, obviously the Mercy we have is like okay and stuff and that kind of thing, but I think that would have been, especially with the relationship between Genji and Mercy, if they would have kept that similar relationship, I think it would have been a far more powerful couple, I guess I want to say. Like, I don't know, I think it would have like really made people feel included. I don't know, I'm babbling. I pre-ordered the damn thing and it's not here yet. I'm so mad. Anyway, pardon me. I really like the design they had for Concept Mercy. I am sad that they didn't use it. I hope that they do use it in the future for a new hero. I think that would be fantastic. I'd be kind of mad if they turned him into a villain, because he doesn't look like a villain. I don't know where he's here. Sorry. This is what happens when you don't have all your tools at the ready. Anyway, yeah, like, I'd just be really upset if they turned him into a villain, because I think he would be just an amazing hero character. But the way the story's going, it's almost as if like Game Mercy isn't as sweet and innocent as she appears to be. I don't know, I get that vibe off of her, like, it's weird. Anyway. The Mercy rework in one word? Do you mean like going from a blonde black man to a blonde bombshell? I would say cowardice, actually. I think it would have been very powerful, a very powerful statement if they would have had the black character as the main healer on there. I think maybe Lucio, because Lucio's a healer too, right? I think maybe his concept kind of got turned into Lucio, because if you look at the way that his hair is, it's kind of reminiscent of Lucio, but I think it would have been a far more powerful statement to have the black character as the angel, and I think it was cowardice that they didn't. Yeah. One word and you got like 50. Sorry. I don't know. The way the world's going right now, I really hope nothing awful happens. This is just like getting really depressing, because like it's kind of crazy what's happening if you watch politics and everything. Most people probably don't, but I have to, so it's like, fuck. Anyway. Drawing and Overwatch characters. Overall, I think Overwatch and Blizzard have done a wonderful job with like their characters and their variety of characters. I just think like they had some really cool concepts. I hope they're able to bring those characters in and some of those concepts in more, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future, obviously. I am not psychic. But yeah, I do think that Lucio kind of turned into, I don't know, I think his name was Angelo. Was his name Angelo, the concept Mercy? I want to say it was, but I think maybe like his character got turned into Lucio, and then they had kind of the Valkyrie Swedish woman. I don't know. Anyway. Tumblr has been calling him Angelo. Okay, that's where I saw it. Yeah, Tumblr's been like exploding with all of the art of him, which is fantastic. I drew Jesse drinking a beer mysteriously. Yay. Pay attention to what you're doing. Jeez. Bad, Megan. Bad. That is the wrong hand. Oh, what was it? The Confederate McCree? Like, the really gritty. Yeah, I heard it was like a failed concept for another game, and then it turned into like a portion of McCree's design. I don't know. There's a whole slew of information on the internet about that specific drawing. I don't really know what is true, obviously, because I don't have the book, one, and I don't work at Blizzard. I live in the Great White North. Yeah. I don't think it would have went over very well. I like Jesse the way he is. I want to see more, I want to see them bring out more of what he is. Because a lot of stuff with Jesse is more, fan based, I find. Like, a lot of, like, his background and stuff like that, I find it more, influenced by fanon, not canon. So I want to see what his actual canon is, and I hope it is something more vibrant than just what it is. Oh, okay. So somebody put it together and then put an image of Confederate McCree? Oh man, this is why Tumblr's awful. It stirs up shit. Because I think I saw it off of Tumblr. It was either Tumblr or Twitter. That's just not cool. Why would you do that? Ugh. Give me Werewolf McCree. I want Werewolf McCree. I also have a giant McCree statue in my room. In my studio. Oh god, what the fuck am I drawing? Somebody tell me what to draw next. I don't know what to draw. Da-da-da. 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 Oh no, my coffee's almost empty. I should have brought the coffee pot down with me. Other than my boyfriend would have been mad that I drank all the coffee. Anyway. Beep, 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 beep. One, I would want to know more about his relationship with Reyes. Two, I would want to know why, like for past, why he had to go into deadlock. I don't know that yet. If it is out there. But as for future, I want to know, like, I'm a total romance fan, right? Like, I adore relationships and stuff like that with characters, hence why I'm a shipper. But anyway, I would want to like see him have more interactions with characters, and I would want to know like what his decision, like, is he gonna go back for the Overwatch recall? Because as of yet, I think in canon he's kind of ignored it. I want to know what he had, like, if he had anything to do with the fall of Overwatch, because he was kind of, he left. I think him and Genji both left before the fall. I also want to know, like, his relationships with characters like Genji, who was also in Blackwatch. Like, I know there's a bunch of fan stuff, but it would just be much more interesting. I don't know. I want to know how the man takes his coffee. Like, that's, like, the stupid shit that I want to know. Ridiculous like that. Anyway. Stop drawing him wrong, Megan. God damn it. I am gonna have to, like, go back and, like, get my... I did a bunch of sketches of, like, his costume and stuff, and I'm gonna have to go back through them and just, like, do the detailing on it. So, like... Again, I said this in, like, every video leading up to this, like... Oh, shit. You don't have horns yet. In most of the videos leading up to this video, I was basically saying, like, I'm just gonna do, like, basic layouts and, like, character emotions and stuff like that, and then I'll go in and I'll tighten everything and I'll make sure that everyone's on model, because I'm really bad at just, like, automatic drawing and forgetting the details I'm supposed to be adding. Okay, anyway, blah 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 blah. I know, right? Like, they did that really amazing animation sequence with Doomfist. I would love to see an Overwatch, like, animated feature like that. Because, like, the 3D one, Dragons, and, oh my god, the one with May. I loved it. It was so cute. I want to know more about the story. These characters are so engaging. Like, I will throw all my money at Blizzard if they just, like, give me more animations and, like, comics and stuff. And, like, the comics, I wish they would be making more of them. Like, I think a lot of stuff has changed from, like, when they first, like, started it. Like, there were a few things that changed. Yay! That makes me excited. I would love to go to something like that, but, like, I can't. Especially, is BlizzCon in California? Remember? Your head should be, like, over, but whatever. Damn, yeah, see, like, I'm on the other side of the continent, so there's no way in hell I'd be able to go to that. Boo! Although, nah, I'd never be able to go to that. Damn it. I don't get vacations. Third through fifth. Yeah. I wish. I do not have the money to fly across the continent into another country for that. Oh, that's kind of cool though. Is it on Twitch or I think most of them do Twitch. Oh shit. Oh, you're gonna be down there. Everyone see that? I have to, like, keep adjusting my paper. Do 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 do. Bar patrons in the back here. I'll be standing. Do 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 do. Not every panel needs to have a background in it, but you should always kind of re-establish where the characters are every few panels. Because if you've got, like, talking heads, essentially, you need to know where they are. That's just a common thing. Also, a really cool way to cheat at perspective, if a character is sitting, so this is their eye line, usually if a character's standing, their head, like in the background, the eye line will go through about, like, their mid-torso or, like, their shoulder, so they'll be, like, a head higher than the characters in the foreground because they're standing up. The same is if, like, you're drawing a character in, like, a city scene and you have, like, I can't show you right now, but if you're doing, like, you have a character standing there and their eye line is kind of where the horizon line is, every other head in the scene, no matter how big or small, is going to be on the same eye line.
unless it's like a child, but like for everyone else of the same height, they'll be on that horizon line, just different sizes for like foreground and background. Really easy way to cheat at perspective for crowds. It took me years to learn it because nobody would tell me that. It's like, could you just, they're like, no, you place the points on, you do all the perspective grid, and then you place your characters, and my characters nothing ever really came together for me, and I was always like, why is this so difficult? And then I just figured it out one day when I was like looking at some of my favorite artists. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? That's all it is just the eye line is the same. And then I got really, really mad. So if you're an artist and if you need help with group scenes, that is an easy way to fudge them. I'll do a little mini tutorial on it after, like a video on, like with a tutorial this week sometime. It's one of those really freaking hard things. It's a pain in the ass. Anyway, rant done. Alright, I have to go back in here and readjust this. Oh, I'm sorry. I will be reposting this. It could also just be my phone being a dick. It'll be posted after I'm done it, so it usually just posts right away. If you want to just watch the stream and listen to me randomly babble about shit. Alrighty. Oh balls, we are like 45 minutes in and I've only got 2 pages done. Alright, I need some ideas, guys. Throw me ideas. Next page, I think, is going to be out of the bar and McCree hunting and Hanzo kind of jumping over roofs. Tell me what you think. I need ideas. I think next time what I'll do is I'll just like put a open thread on Tumblr or like ask for comments or tweets or something about story ideas. This is a coincidence meeting. Okay. Do you guys want me to give you like a background of what I'm thinking and then you guys can add stuff to it? So essentially this is like, it's a chance meeting in a bar. They're both in the same town for the same reason. Hanzo is hunting a creature that he's basically hunting the same creature. I think the creature is going to be a reaper. And then Junkenstein's creature is going to come out in it as well. Hanzo is looking for hairdresser because I just gave him the worst hair possible. Hanzo's looking for this creature that like threatened his territory or something like that, and McCree has been called in by the town because he's a well-known demon hunter and they believe they're being haunted by a demon who is, we'll say, stealing the souls of people. So Hanzo's there for his own personal reasons. They're hunting essentially the same creatures, which are like the witch and the reaper. and this is way too small. So Hanzo thinks, because he's been in demon form at night, that people are hunting him. Or they think that he thinks he's the one that McCree's after, but McCree's really not after him. Yeah. So, obviously, ideas, but need work. No, Jesse pretty much announces it when he walks into the bar. He's like, somebody hired a hunter, and then Hansel's like, why did they hire a hunter? He's like, oh, there's a demon in the area, and there's some, like, crazy shit going on, so I'm here to check it out. Been hired by the town. Jesse just doesn't give no shits. He's like, yeah, I'm badass, I don't care. You're pretty. I might make a kind of secret version, not secret version, but like a Patreon version of this where they actually do hook up, but right now we're gonna keep it PG-13. Yeah, so basically Hanzo's like, a hunter, why are you here? And Jesse's like, well, you know, there's a bunch of bad stuff in town, and then he's just like kind of bragging in this panel why he looks all dark and stuff, and Hanzo's like, oh shit. Anyway, so next page. I think yes, but it's not going to be Hanzo attacking McCree. It'll be McCree attacking Hanzo because he mistakes Demon Hanzo for the actual demon. I think Hanzo will keep an eye on him. Yeah, Hanzo's basically going to be... So we see a McCree. I might have to do some add-in pages. Like, this is technically... Okay, bye. So, page 3, this might end up being page 4. Probably Tumblr. Thank you. You too. Definitely Tumblr, because if it's only 8 pages, then I can probably get away with just posting it on Tumblr, because it's like you get 10 pages. Once it's posted, I'll just link it in the description.
you have the worst eyes. Jesse lighting a smoke. I have to change the angle on that shit. Alright. Not well, but I do it. Basically, I like to work in watercolor and then take my watercolor paintings into Photoshop and enhance them. It's just a preference. Like, I just like up the saturation and do a little bit of layer masking and layering to fix anything that I've screwed up on the watercolor painting itself, and then print them. They make good prints that way. I can only really do this until 11:30, so hopefully I can get at least half the pages done in that time, and then I'll do the rest of them and throw them up online. So this will be Silhouette Hanzo. When I get my Overwatch art book, I am going to do a flip through on it, just so people can like see the art and enjoy it. I haven't seen one yet.
online to look at. I've just seen like screenshots people have taken. It comes out on the 24th, so I should get it next week. It makes me sad that I don't have it yet. Does anyone know of any like software or a program that you can like group draw online? Like it's almost like live streaming but like with sketching, because I'm interested in doing that, like with people, because I think it'd be fun. Okay, so he sees him. Hanzo's there. Clear. Arrowheads. I'm breaking it down into too many panels. Maybe I'll just be speedroll anyway. Problem with comics is finding the right pacing. And I'm stuck on this panel. Shit. Okay, let's do a Hanzo face. Hanzo's demon face. Drawing the comics isn't the hard part, because that's just lines on a page. Figuring out what you're gonna draw for the comics is the hard part, because I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. Anyway. Yeah.
details like his demon tattoo will be added in later because that thing is so intricate. Dragons I can do by memory, but I have not drawn the demon enough. There will be a page between those two. If you guys don't want me to randomly babble, just ask me more questions. I guess randomly babble about what I'm drawing because I'm kind of chittering to myself here. So if you have any other questions for me, just keep asking them. I will try to answer them. Well, that's easier. Normally when I draw action poses, I'll do like little thumbnails first. That way I get the right foreshortening down. And like the right pose. Bring in the Reaper. Smoke. McCree's like, die, demon. The actual demon he's hunting is behind him. Alright. I will have to double check the details on Reaper's costume because he was actually not one of the ones I was looking at. So, oh, I love the pumpkin because I love Sleepy Hollow, but I am using the new one for this one. Yes, I do. It's at MIA New Archer as well. I just recently changed it. You will probably see a lot of my old fandom work, like How to Train Your Dragon, and I think there's Young Avengers and like The Losers and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're interested in all my old stuff. Obviously, I have to do research on his costume, so I will just kind of put him here, like this, the big guns, billowing smoke. But he's got a fantastic coat. I have this obsession with long, flowing, almost like pirate coats. Absolutely love them. So, he's got his double-barreled shotguns. So he knocks McCree's head off, so McCree turns around, and then there's the Reaper. Was anyone else really excited about like the Sombra Zarya comic with Link 17? Because that was like one of my favorites. I don't know, like I was a kind of a Mei Zarya shipper, but now I'm kind of a Zarya Sombra. I don't know.
I don't really think it matters as long as, like, you create. But still, anyway. Rambles, rambles, babbles, babbles. That one's done. No, I need a bigger one. Another little tip for comics, if you've got a prop that you're going to use. Yes, I did. Anyways, if you've got a prop that one of your characters is going to use, you have to establish that prop earlier in the comic. So, like, McCree's flash bombs that he has, they're actually on his belt that goes across his chest for his hunter skin. So if I'm going to show him reaching for one, I want to show that he has them, one, in earlier panels. I want to establish that they're there. Then I want a panel for him reaching and then him throwing one. So it's kind of a sequence of events, but you always have to establish, if there's going to be a prop used eventually in your story, establish that prop in an earlier panel. It's just storytelling, good storytelling. And Just Jay, yes, I did mention earlier if there's any online drawing rooms and stuff. I would very much be interested in doing a live drawing session with some people, and, like, one, if they wanted, like, input on their work, and two, if, yeah, that, and I just want to draw with people. Flock mod? Ooh, okay. Damn it, I'll write it back here. I will check that out. Thank you very much. Okay, what panel am I doing? Okay, so McCree, we're gonna do this. Okay, that's not bad. Even, like, I don't know, like a Skype session. I used to Skype with my one friend, and we would draw and stuff like that together, but it's, I think it would have to be, like, a camera looking at my sketchbook and a camera looking at the other person's sketchbook, and then, like, a live draw session. I need to do more research because I'm kind of a failure at that kind of shit. But I will check that out. Thank you very much for telling me about that site. Damn it, did I draw his head wrong? OBS? Okay, where's that page? Awesome, thank you. I do have a Twitch channel. I haven't done anything on it yet. I'm wondering if it would be a better platform to do, like, I know Bailey J does live stream, but she does, like, gaming live stream on Twitch. I'm wondering if it would just be a little bit easier to do on, like, live streaming on there. I don't know. But hopefully it would be. Your bags are too long. Damn it, all to fuck. Alright.
Okay, panel 5, page 5, page 4, page something. What do I want to show? I want to show Reaper over here. Reaper's got his guns, and they're pointed at Jesse. Worst drawing of Reaper ever. I may have to do like before and after shots of each page so that you guys can see how I cleaned them up. This is like the worst drawing, and then Jesse's like, ah, balls. Then panel big. Actually, we'll just do a half panel here, and I'll do a panel here. And this is going to be Pictoro.tv allows you. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I'm not paying. No, that's okay. You ramble. You ramble all you want. Saves me from rambling. Boom. And okay, I realize Hanzo would probably jump down, but nah, maybe we'll just do him jumping off the roof. All right. Nope, not that one. Okay. What page are we on here? Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 5. 3 more pages. 45 minutes to do 3 more pages. That could be done. Alright. What's wrong? Alright. Still have blam. Anyone who thinks making comics is easy needs to be kicked in the shin. It's not easy. Okay. Let's do the... I don't know if I want to show Reaper getting blown apart. Well, not blown apart, but like turned into mist. Or just have the mist. And Jesse being very confused. was page 6, so 7 and 8. Page 6. Okay. When you lose your eraser, nope. This one has to be a different angle. Okay. This is why it's important to lay out thumbnails before you draw comics, so you know what you're doing in each panel and you're not like struggling like I am to figure out the storytelling elements here. So it should be right here. Thumbnailing is something that is very important whenever you're doing any illustration or like longer sustained study, like even an anatomical study. If you're going to be sitting down, always do a mini thumbnail first. It will help you out in the long run, just to get your ideas down. Let's close up a hand up. He's not in demon form anymore. Okay, how many pages do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shit. Okay, I've already done 8. Alright, so we're doing more apparently now. Let's just do a sunrise piece. Does McCree ever figure out? This will have to have a sequel because I don't know if McCree will McCree needs to figure out that Hanzo is also a demon. But right now we're just kind of doing an intro to this little Halloweenish comic. So we'll just do some trees and sunrise over the trees. Sunrise will be smaller. So, okay. Another trick when you're doing, this is why backgrounds are important for placement of characters. So if they're facing, there's the castle, put the castle here. My coffee is ice cold. Let me tell you, that is not pleasant. I probably have to go back and fix a bunch of errors just in the scenery and stuff because I have made certain design decisions that I didn't follow through with, but obviously rough pencils I will go through afterwards and fix up those errors. McCree is a little bit taller than Hanzo, so this will be on Hanzo's outline. A little bit more acting between them. Other end of town is a forest. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to sequel this because obviously didn't have enough pages to tell the story I wanted to tell in it. This is kind of like the meet cute of Jessie and Hanzo with a little bit of Reaper thrown in for some action. And, sorry guys, I can't see the bottom. Anyway, so I'll finish up these pages and then I'll do like a second portion of this comic, which will be like bring in Mercy and the actual threat of Junkenstein. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. So if I flip, yeah. This is where Reaper is. He's lurking. I have to go in and add some more elements. Like, I don't want it, like, Jessie's gun going off kind of look like it's Shattered Reaper, but I actually want to make it, like, the light shatters Reaper. And Jessie just kind of, like, because he's kind of blinded as well because he didn't have his hat, so he just kind of shoots blindly. But I think it's going to be, like, the light from the flashbang that he has actually causes Reaper to dematerialize. I think that'll be interesting, and then like have the light be the thing that affects him, so that's why he can't really come out of the shadows. And now that the sun is up, so I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I actually ended up doing 9 pages instead of 8, which is kind of cool. I started it a little bit early, like 10 minutes early, and I'm finishing like 20 minutes early than I said I was. I said I was going to go to 11:30, but I've already got my 8 pages done, so now I'm just going to take them, clean them up, get everything, add in the elements I need to add in. I'm probably going to add in another page just for storytelling and pacing wise, and yeah, I will add in some more panels that affect like the dawn coming on, like Hanzo transforms back into human with the dawn type thing as well. So like I'm gonna have night and day be a really big theme, so meaning I gotta do a lot of shading to portray night. I have to fix this Hanzo face because I really don't like it. Anyways, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I'm rambling and babbling and doing my weird thing that I do. Anyways, I'm gonna go get a fresh cup of coffee that is not cold. Hopefully there's still a little bit of coffee left. Put that hole in where Hanzo shot an arrow through McCree's hat, because it's funny. I will post probably next week. I'll take a video of me like cleaning up one or two of the pages, and then you guys can see that process, which I think will be interesting for you if you're interested in doing comics at all. Obviously anyone can make comics. You can make them as finished or unfinished as you want. I kind of want this one to be a little bit more finished. I've got a convention coming up. I think it'd be a neat little thing to have like a mini zine comic available for people for this convention. Anyways, I hope everybody enjoyed this live stream, and I'm going to end it now. So I will talk to everybody later through my other videos. If you have any questions or comments, please contact me via Twitter at MIANewArcher or on Tumblr at MIANewArcher. And if you want to see a constant upload of my artwork, please follow me on Instagram, which is at MIANewArcher. Have a wonderful day, guys. And yeah, chatter at you later. Bye.